I joined the band when I was in junior high school, and I think like most orchestral musicians, I didn't realize that I was going to end up in a symphony orchestra. Somewhere along the line in college, the bug bit me and I realized that's what it was I wanted to do. And before we came to New Orleans, my wife and I played in the Mexico City Philharmonic. If you like art, architecture, history, food, or music, New Orleans is your place. It's sort of a magnet for musicians. I came here originally to play jazz on Bourbon Street, actually, and had a wonderful time doing that. I was also an orchestral musician, and they hired me to be the timpanist in 1988. We all work in close contact every single day. We're like brothers and sisters in a big family.
What a delicious treat it is to make music with you all. It was great fun. Thank you very much, and we'll see you tonight.
Every composer uses timpani in a different way. Sometimes it whispers in the back of the orchestra, sometimes it is part of the orchestral texture, and sometimes the timpani is really back there in the back, leading from the back of the orchestra. It's a lot of fun to play the timpani. Beethoven and Mozart and Bach didn't write for bass drum and snare drum because those instruments really didn't exist yet, but they did write for timpani. So there's a 200 or 300 year history of timpani in the orchestra. The timpani are different from all the other drums because timpani are tuned instruments, which is to say we play actual pitches the way the basses or the tuba does. And there are 4 drums here. Each drum has a range, and the drum has a pedal down here. And the pedal mechanism actually, when you move the pedal, it changes the pitch. So I can actually play a scale. So when you look at our music, like I say, it looks like a bass part or a tuba part, and we need all 4 drums to play most of our parts. The instrument started out a little more as big bowls, pots. I mean, we have all this tuning mechanism on here, but in its earliest stages, it didn't have any of this. Actually, what it had was a little tuning handle at each one of these little points, and it sat on a wooden base. It's a copper bowl, and people ask me all the time, couldn't you take that bowl and boil shrimp in there? Well, you probably could, actually. I don't know if other timpanists think about this. I think when I'm playing a Beethoven symphony, I think about all the timpanists in 200 years that have played that Beethoven symphony, and about all the problems the timpanists had, the same problems I have. Are your sticks good tonight? Are the heads good tonight? Is the weather bad? Is it going to make your timpani sound good? New Orleans is the first serious opera city in the States. Did somebody get on a boat and come from France to play timpani in New Orleans? And I wonder what happened to their timpani. They must have had timpani. Where did they go to? There are thousands of symphony orchestras in the United States, but there are actually only 40 some odd orchestras that are considered full-time professional orchestras, in which we actually go to work every morning to play with a symphony orchestra. It's our full-time job. There are only 43 timpanists that get to do this every day for a living. And there's hardly a week that goes by that I don't think about how lucky I am to be doing this. I have to tell you, I love my job. Absolutely love it. There's hardly a week that goes by that I don't think, God, this is the greatest job in the world. And it is.